back, and it's time for today's tutorial. Today we're going to be creating this very super fun, colorful, glam, exaggerated cat eye look. But the cool thing about this look is there is no liner involved as far as the upper lash line wing. This is all using black eyeshadow, which I think is a great way to get that dramatic look without having the heartache of eyeliner sometimes. But today's palette is the Be Bright palette. This is from the Be Merry Be Bright palette that was exclusive to Ulta. It was back part of the 2013 holiday collection from Too Faced. I love this palette. It's so much fun. This palette is just one of those palettes that just screams holiday to me. It's shiny, it's bright, it's colorful, it's so much fun. And I used every single shadow product in this palette today to help create this look. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. If you want to see how I got this look, then stick around. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start by carving out our eyebrows as per usual with the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. And we're gonna take this down just a little bit farther today. And we're going to go in and prime the eye, the rest of the eye with our with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. I'm just going to kind of warm that up into my eye. I'm going to take that into the inner corner. And then with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, I'm just going to kind of blend all that in. Now using my Real Techniques eyeshadow base brush, I'm going to go into the Sonia Kashuck Ion Neutral Matte Palette. Just pick up this light cream shade and we're going to just set the primer. Alright guys, now we're going to go into the Be Bright palette, and with a Wet n Wild fluffy brush, I'm just going to pick up the blush called Lollipop. We're breaking the rules because all of these shadows have a little bit of shimmer in them, but that's okay. We're just going to start laying this down as a transition shade since we're doing that very intense pink look. This is a beautiful soft pinky blush, and it's really going to help blend those other deeper colors out. Now picking up a blending fluff brush, or the BR250, we're going to go into the shade Wish. I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up, and we're going to just, again, just buff that right into the crease. This is going to help blend out those, again, those deeper, darker shades. Kind of tone down the pink just a little bit. I'm just going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to line this up kind of on the outer corner of the eye, going back to the eyebrow, but I'm going to give myself, I'm not putting it right at the corner. I'm giving myself some room there right at the corner of my eye. But this is going to help guide those darker, deeper colors. Alright, now that we have those transition shades down, I'm going to go back in with that BR250 brush and pick up Bright Eyes, which is this beautiful, like, magenta-y pink. And we're going to start, again, just buffing that into the crease. And we're going to take it all the way over, but we want to deposit most of the color on the outer corner. And build up the color as you prefer. I'm going to go for a little bit deeper of an effect there. And once I have that color laid down, I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush in Lollipop. And again, just blend everything out and soften it up. We're going to work on the lid before we get into the black because we can always go back and retouch it. So I'm just taking a flat shader brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics. And first we're going to go into the shade Marshmallow, which is a beautiful, just pearlescent purpley pink, and we're going to lay that all over the lid. And now to top that off, we're going to go into the shade Marvelous, which is a little bit more of a chunky, glittery color, but it's so pretty when you apply it foiled. So what we're going to do is pick up that color on our brush and then just wet it down. And once we have that marshmallow shade on our brush, we're just going to start patting it all across the lid. And just to get a little bit more of an intense pop, I'm going to pick some up with my finger. And again, just pop that right on the lid just to reiterate it. Now I'm going to pick up a Real Techniques accent brush and we're going to go into the shade Starry Night, which is this beautiful black with silver and blue sparkles in it. And what we're going to do is start kind of tracing the wing. So we're going to go along the tape. I'm going to trace it and trace it over the lid. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. And I'm going to start feathering it out from that wing. Very, very lightly. Now I'm picking up a shading brush from Real Techniques and I'm just going to lightly dab into Starry Night, tap it off, and I'm going to bring it up just into the very outer portion of the crease. Just to add some accent there. I'm going to start blending all of those shades together. And again, like I always say, it's better to start off with a light hand and go back and add more if you need it. I'm going to pick up my BR250 brush with a little bit more of Bright Eyes and start, again, blending everything out. I want that crease deepened up a little bit, so I'm going to go back in with that shading brush and intensify the color just a little bit. And I'm just going to go back in with that BR250 with no more product on it. We're just going to blend it all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove that tape. Now you see we have a very nice clean line, but what we're going to do is we're going to go and soften it up. So what I'm going to do is pick up that base brush again and go back in with a little bit more of that original base shade from the Sonia Kashuck palette. And these kind of shades act really nicely as erasers to kind of soften things up. If you need to, you can remove a little bit with your finger, whatever works. Then I'm going to go back in with that BR250 and kind of blend everything together. And then again, I'm going to take that fluffy brush and go back into a little bit more of Lollipop. And again, just all about the blending. I'm going to go in with my Pure Fully Charged Mascara. Just give my lashes a generous coat. And I'm going to go back in with that base brush again, and I'm going to go in with the Bella Diamond Single from Milani. And we're just going to kind of reiterate that highlight and add a little bit of luminosity. We're already over the top, so why not, you know, just keep going. And bring that all right underneath the brow bone. I'm going to bring it right in the inner corner over that marshmallow shade. Alright guys, now I'm going to take my Milani liquid eyeliner in black and I'm going to line my eyes in tight line. You guys know I'm terrible at doing this on camera, so if I'm out of frame, I apologize. And if you get this liner on the lower lash line, that's fine because we're going to smoke it out anyway. Alright guys, and then right after that we're going to go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in deepened and we're just going to line right underneath the black. Again, it doesn't need to be nice, neat, it can be messy. Now going in with a BH Cosmetics V9, which is just a very small detail brush, we're going to pick up Sequins, which is this beautiful shade right here. And we're just going to trace that, show them in frame, underneath the eye. You can even drag it up to meet the outer portion of the upper colors. So very pigmented color, so don't worry, we're going to blend it out. Now we're going to pick up our BRC S06 brush, which is great for smoking out underneath the eye, and we're going to pick up a little bit more of the Wish shade. And then we're going to go in and just blend out that sequin shade and soften it up. Alright guys, I just went ahead and threw some Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara on my lower lashes. Now I'm going to pop on my actual lashes, and what I did is I just took my Cherry Blossom 217s and I cut off the outer third and glued them right on top. I'm finding that with doing so many tutorials, my eyes are very irritated. So just to kind of help that irritation, I just tend to cut down my lashes and just exaggerate them on the ends, so it just makes it a little bit more manageable for me. So I'm going to do that and be right back. All right, everybody, my lashes are on, and what I did is just took my little accent brush and Starry Night and just kind of stamped that black over the lash band just to kind of help it blend in a little bit easier. So we're going to zoom out and do the rest of the face. Lord, I'm looking crazy right now. Alright guys, we're going to go in with Sculpt, the MAC Sculpting Powder in Sculpt in my BRC S25 brush. We're just going to start sculpting out the face. We're also going to bronze up just because I've got a lot going on the eyes and it makes me look a little dead. I'm going to take that up by my forehead. Also under my chin. And then I'm just going to go in with that same brush and follow that up with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm in light bronze. And guys, we're just going to use the blush out of this palette just to tie in our eye look. We're going to go ahead and use Lollipop. Again, I'm just using that same BRC S25 brush. This blush looks a little intimidating because it is a pink sparkly blush, but it's very subtle and you can build it up nicely, but it's not going to be super overly pigmented at the first go, which is nice. And now I'm just going to take the highlight, which is called Inner Light, again on that same brush, and we're just going to lay that right on top of the blush. Alright guys, just to go on top of that Inner Light, I just picked up a little bit of white pearl on a e.l.f. blush brush, and I just want to go right on top just to really make that, you know, we're already going over the top, so why not keep going? I'm just going to take that right up above my brows. Oh no, I'm hitting pan on this already, guys. Do you see that? Oh, I see pan. That's not good. All right, everybody, and just to finish it off, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Melted Fig. All right, everybody, so this is the finished look featuring the Be Bright palette from Holiday 2013 from Too Faced. I absolutely, again, I love how this look turned out. I wanted to do something really fun, really over the top with this palette, and I think it really worked out. I love the idea of just an exaggerated cat eye without having to do the liner. I think it's so much more beginner friendly, and just there's something a little bit more sultry about it and a little bit less polished, and I really like the effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to check out my channel tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern for the next one. But until then, guys, you have an amazing day. Have a rockin' week, and I'll see you then. Bye.